Bryson, Bree, Gary, and I took a hike up at China Ranch Date Farm. And it was about midway through our hike when we start to discover that this is where borax was mined in the 1800s. In the winter of 1849 to 1850, dozens of parties of 49ers bound for the California gold fields used this very trail, and their journals contain abundant notes about the Armagosa Canyon. Most of these gold seekers continued on the Sierra Nevada, yet a few found another profitable substance, here borax. They're white gold. Borax would be what eventually attracted settlers to the Death Valley region. 20 mule team borax was mined from nearby Death Valley. Early miners would look for splashes of white on the desert hillsides, and if the white powder flamed green, it was indeed borax. This borax you may have purchased at the store. If you look at the front here, it says it's 20 mule team borax. And here you got your mules, and then you have your wagons behind it. If you flip it to the side, you can actually read the history of borax. Teams of mules were used to move millions of pounds of borax from remote mines in inaccessible Death Valley in the railroad at Mojave. Originally, teams of 8 and 10 mules were used, but the trek proved too much. Ed Stiles came up with the idea of hitching 2 10-mule teams together, twice the normal amount, resulting in a 100-foot-long team that took 10 days to carry 10 tons of borax one way across the desert. In 1894, a steam engine named Dinah was brought in to replace the mules, but Dinah was no match for the epic 20-mule team's power. She broke down and was towed back to town by the very mules she tried to replace. And you can just imagine the mules trekking along here, this huge mule team. I mean, can you imagine trying to guide 100 feet of mules down over these tracks of some fun American history? The Tonopah and Tidewater Railroad was built by Francis Marion Borax Smith in 1906 to 1907 to transport borax along a 250-mile route from Ludlow, California to Beatty, Nevada.
You can see where the train was. It starts up there, kind of goes up through there, huh? Pretty neat.
This is where they bring their wagons in with all their mule teams of horses, and the train would back up to this in the cars, and they would fill them up.
Up on this hill is where the train went through, huh?
Well, there would be another place to load at, probably right here.
If you're unfamiliar what borax was used for, it's been used for a lot of things over the years.
Another true story of Death Valley days is brought to you by the Pacific Coast Borax Company. It cleanses dirty hands and the children's knees and elbows like magic. It works so fast that the children no longer have any excuse to be late for meals.
Probably the newest thing it was used for was part of a slime recipe that went just crazy for the younger people on the internet. But they had all kinds of things that it was used for over the years. You know, bathroom, kitchen, just basically cleaning, multi-purpose household cleaner.
When you think of mining, at least for me, I think of mining gold and silver. It's strange to think that a type of soap comes out of the ground too and is mined for, you know?
Yeah, it is kind of weird. I can remember as a kid, just mom and grandma, they always had like a box of this borax soap. We'd wash hands and stuff, especially we've been out working on cars. We'd use the borax soap.
Got mesquite trees. It's exactly what we have at the house. Reminds me of a lake. It's right in there, look at that. This is kind of cool right in here. Oh, look at that, water. It's flowing right through there. Ah, that's cool.
Really, overall, it was a beautiful hike, just a beautiful area, and fun to learn about a little history.
If you would like to help us out, you can like this video, share it, subscribe, or support us on Patreon. See the links in the description.